Oh, hello and welcome back, and thank you so much for clicking on my video, my fellow chess enthusiast. In today's episode, we have the pleasure of facing a 1912 with a question mark against the Sicilian, and I'm going to do my best to castle opposite and absolutely attack this young man. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the names of any of these things, all right, all these variation lines. The Sicilian, there are simply too many variations to remember everything, so what we're going to do is maybe what's called the Four Knights variation. Is this the Four Knights variation? I do believe so. We're going to just develop this bishop, and the game plan is going to be generally as such. Move my bishop, move my queen, and castle this freaking way. He can do like a definite, a little bit freaky move here. We're doing this. The discoveries are not as scary as I was looking. Definitely this queen is going to discover onto my bishop, but we're not going to be afraid of it. I can simply step back, and this is defended. Or I can step back this way, and even if he captures with the knight, then we just take back and everything's defended. I think we're chilling. So at some point, we're going to take here with the queen, because we had to do that to defend the bishop. I mean, he can push a pawn forward. He's going for this pawn. But this might be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and just frickin' castle. Does this move make any sense? We're going to castle. We're not worried about this. I mean, he would just straight up get trapped in here. And because his light square bishop is still trapped behind all of these pawns, I think we're going to just be all right. Okay, so we're going to step back. I hope he doesn't just simplify like everything in the position. What about capture, and then he launches this pawn? Well, we've successfully castled opposite. I don't like that my queen is doing the job of defending this bishop over here, so we might just take a little step back. He could ruin the pawn structure, for sure, in front of my king, by trading the bishop for this and doing all of that nonsense. This would be hanging at the end of that. Ugh. So if he takes like this, we got to take like this to keep this defended. But then we keep the queens on the board, and we have better chances of attacking. I think things are going quite swimmingly. And realistically, he needs to push this pawn. We jump forward attacking the queen. That's the first idea that I got. We jump forward attacking the queen. If the queen goes here, we freaking set up some discovery ideas. This move just feels right, does it not? It's a step forward. We're not really trying to attack stuff over here, but I mean, it would be a cool idea. I also like this. I guess he can just always trade here. We jump forward and attack the queen. Has to be decent. I could spend a little bit more time thinking about my moves here. He's definitely got this, but I can take your queen. And if you take my queen, I take your rook. Okay, so this is defended. We jump forward attacking this guy. We set up discovery. I mean, he can just take this. So do I have to push this pawn forward? I mean, what about this? You take with the queen. I take your bishop. You take my queen. I take back. Or I take back. You take my rook. I get your bishop. Wait a minute. This is definitely some stuff we're going to have to calculate right here. I jump forward attacking this bishop. If you take, I can just take. You take. Then I take. Then you take. Then I take. Then you do something with the knight. So what did I get? Here. You get a pawn. I get a bishop. You get the queen. I get the queen. You get the rook. I get the bishop. This is a scary moment. You can also take this with the frickin' knight. I don't want to calculate that. That's not going to happen. Intuition is better. We jump forward. He could just kind of run. And then we just take. Or he could run back all the way here. Boom. You take with the queen. I take the bishop. You take my queen. I take your queen. You take my rook. I take your bishop. You move your knight. I think we go for it. I think that it's winning if he plays this. I think that it's good for me. We'd be trading the 2 bishops for my rook. I spent way too long calculating all of that. Sorry, everybody that was watching me struggle through that. So I think he could just step back. He could step all the way back here, and then it's like, realistically, what is my game plan then? I think I have to step back to add a defender to this, but there's just simply too many attackers. Big yikes. We can push this forward. We attack the queen. I think let's just play this. We're definitely a little bit spooked about this diagonal over here. This, I don't believe in it. I take, you take, I take, you take here. And I just move my rook somewhere. Okay, so he's coming in, attacking this guy. It's getting way too complicated, bro. We attack the queen, no? The queen comes here. We take, you take. If I step over, you grab the pawn. What if we just step back here? We allow this, we take. This might be the move. Because this is just a simple threat on the knight. So I think stepping back might be... Or I jump forward and I allow this. No, then this is hanging. Gosh darn it. Do I go all the way back? No, that traps my rook. That was a terrible idea. Forget I even said that. I step over. And just allow this. Let's do it. You can for sure grab this, but I'm still not convinced that it's the best idea. And this pawn is hanging, like when I move the knight. So like if we do something like this, or like this. This bishop sucks. We got way too many pawns in the way. We go here. This is getting way too complicated, bro. I think I'm just losing now. We attack the queen. If you take, I take. I think this might be the only way to get out of it. You take my queen, I take your queen. You take my bishop, I take your bishop. No, you take it with check. Here, here, I take the queen, you take here, I take, you take. I'm just losing. Defend like this. I'm thinking like this, just because there's pinning ideas. So we play this. If you take, I just take like this. We're playing it. I don't know what else to do. Then I have ideas of moving the knight, attacking the queen. I might have to play this. This is freaking ridiculous. I can also step back and guard the pawn now with this bishop and get out of harm's way. I don't think that any attack either arrived on either side of the board. We're just having like a straight up tactical scrimmage right now. Like no h4 or h5. You know, none of that nonsense happened. It's just like we're fighting over like where do we want to put our pieces? Your bishop kind of sucks. Something like this probably makes sense. And in the middle of all this, he could just go ahead and grab a pawn. I don't think that's correct, though. No, it's not, because I just take here. And then what are you doing? That's checkmate. He doesn't want to get rid of these pawns. But very soon here, I might be able to... We play this. Probably that was a really bad move. If anything, that's just opening the stuff up here for this. But it gets rid of this. So I can step out of here. Attacking the queen, defending. Probably we got to play this. Okay. We can jump in. And if he takes, my queen gets in. We jump in, attacking the queen. You have to take. Then I take, then you take. It's not good. Let's play something slow. I'm constantly worried about this knight over here. I'm not sure if that's what I need to be worried about. And I want to play this, but I can't condemn my bishop to being stuck along over here. And I've got 2 minutes and 19 seconds. We definitely need to step things up. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out. I don't know if this is fun. Please subscribe. Did I show you guys my subscriber count? Okay, we got this. In the... That's just a straight up crazy threat check. I'm just straight up threatening this. You have to do something about that. And what is this knight actually doing? Once I play this, then I'm quick to play this. And then this. Has to be correct. Here. Here. Check. Here. Here. Check. You could block with the knight, but then I take with check. No way, that's good. This wins the knight. Am I getting checkmated? I almost played the wrong move. Okay, we're playing this. We have this. That doesn't accomplish really anything. This is for sure pinned. Okay, we're doing it. We go for it. I can play this. This is the whole issue. He's got this. Oh, Jesus. This got pretty ridiculous pretty quick. Oh boy. This. I mean, it lines up my rooks. Rook sacrifice. No, it's defended by the queen. Am I missing something incredibly dumb? go for this. If he takes here, we trade the queens. Now we're just in a ridiculous, crazy endgame, but I think that I'm going to be able to survive. If you play something like this, I can just take. I'll be able to play this. He steps up, I step back. No. Dude, I cannot decide what to play. I'm freaking out. He plays this, and I'm in trouble, right? But I don't have to do anything. Boom, boom. I'm doing this with 9 seconds on the board. Grab this. That was sketchy. He's got this. What about this? Jesus, bro. We're pushing this pawn. I've got this. If he plays this, I've got this. Oh my flippin' God. Give up, bro. Grab this. Grab that with check. And you can resign. That was a game of chess right there. That was a game of chess right there. And I recorded so many games in a row of me losing. Oh my God. Sorry if my energy wasn't all the way there. That was insane. I don't even know what to think. Let's look at it with the computer. I am guaranteed none of that endgame was accurate. That was a wild game of chess. Let's check it with the analysis. We're going to do it in under 5 minutes. Incredibly quick. We'll zoom back, and we're basically just going to look at the major positions. So let's hop into it. We got the Sicilian. What is this one called, bro? Someone put it in the comments. I guess it doesn't say. I have to, like, turn it on. I got to turn it on. Okay, so we go for it. Bust open the center. I call this the Four Knights variation, even if it's not. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to change scenes so you guys can see the... We got my voice going. We got the audio on the board going. Okay. Supposed to castle same side. Nope. Never in a million years. We develop a bishop. We take with the queen. Oh, jumping forward with this fork was just... That's a nice move. You can get out of it by attacking me, but I can take with check and you have to come back. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Obviously, this move would have made sense. Okay, I missed that. He steps in. And I stepped back. This just straight up ruined my pawn structure, but he trades the bishop for the knight to ruin my pawn structure. I do this, prepping this idea. It's not that great, but it's about the same. It always fluctuates around even. Jumping forward with the knight is the right idea. He steps back, then pushing this pawn. Okay, so I spent forever thinking about this. I play the correct move. I knew that if something else happened, I was winning. So he stepped all the way back. That was the best move, and it's what I calculated last. I kind of was like, what happens if this happens? What happens if something else happens? Pushing forward again, and I do it. I do find the best continuation. The knight jumps over, one of the best moves. We slide over with the rook defending. He pins us. We defend with the bishop. It's slightly better to defend with the pawn. Is it? Let's let the computer think. Jesus, I play the best move, defend with the bishop? Crazy. We slide all the way back. No, we defend with the pawn. We get this knight so that he's not going to take this with check, okay? Like, we're scared of so much stuff looking here. Or looking through. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain. Then we slide back with the bishop, I believe, covering the pawn. And then here I realized that I had 2 minutes against 5 minutes, and I just straight up traded this off. I knew that it wasn't a great move, but I did it just to keep things a little bit more simple. We trade. Threatening the checkmate would have been better. Not a checkmate, but it is definitely scary. He could have played this, but I'd take en passant. The knight repositions coming this way. Okay. And we take. He steps over. It's not even the best move to win the knight. We sack. Oh, never mind. We just straight up attack the queen and force this first. Let's look into it for a second. He takes. Then we freaking fork these guys. That's tactical. That is tactical. You got to see two pretty sick rook moves. You do not see a fork like that with a rook on the side of the board with a queen and a bishop very often. That is not something that I'm looking for. Straight up just not looking for that. Okay, we give the check. This idea also is winning. He blocks. I took here. I didn't know what to do here. Obviously, stepping over with the king makes the most amount of sense. This is what we're freaking worried about. Just step over with the king. We get out of this nonsense, or this makes sense. I felt like I had to do something over here, so we gave this check. But then the problem is my queen is under threat. So we got to do something with the queen. If I would have thought about it for a second, obviously stepping over with the king would have made the most amount of sense. Because after this check, or after the check or whatever, the rook is attacking my queen. Okay. Then I saved. I go ahead and do a little defense here. Because I figured this was going to happen. And then I had this fork at the end where he had to take back. And I knew that it was good for me. So he takes. Immediately, I play this move. He captures, and then I just know that I'm in an endgame where my king is weak, but I'm up a freaking piece. I know that I should be able to win this. We step up. Ooh, okay. We defend. We attack the rook. The rook scoots up and attacks us. We scoot back because I didn't know what to do. I'm also operating on no time at all. I can take here because if take in... Oh my god, this was defended by the bishop in that position. Oh my god. Okay, so I was thinking about getting the bishop back here to defend this when the rook moved. I guess in this situation it just straight up is. Because I can go boom, take, and then all of a sudden we're threatening this with check. Okay, we get out of this with a check, so this is defended. Okay, that's complicated. I'm not going to find that in like 2 seconds. Instead I push a pawn on the side of the board. We do grab this pawn. At some point, I'm pretty sure. Again, the same tactic still exists where this rook is defended. We push a pawn. And we take a pawn over here. He steps forward. We step out. I'm wiggling around here. We go all the way back just to not get in the way of anything. And like be in a safe kind of defended square. We push. I'm still winning. It's saying to like give up just everything because he can sacrifice, take, and then win this. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened, actually. But I realized that I've got this pass pawn. If I push it far enough, he's going to have to alleviate the pressure here and put something on this side of the board. And right now we got a lot of pressure around my king. Okay, so I realized if I push this pawn all the way until this square, he has to address it. And so there's a lot of pressure going on, and I'm trying to distract it. Like, I didn't really think I was going to get a queen, but I thought I was going to at least get to trade a pair of rooks. And if we trade a pair of rooks, then I'm good to go. So he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he gets the rook, but then how is he stopping this pawn? So the tactical sequence that he played here just didn't make sense. He should have given another check, but realistically, I don't know what else he was supposed to do. He played the best move. It's +3. He's losing really no matter what he does. And so we do get the queen. Plain and simple, this is just like clean up, you know what I mean? Move the queen around. I got a queen, you don't, so I'm bullying him. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you learned anything or simply enjoy watching me play chess, please subscribe. I'm on a mission to reach 2,000, and today we're at 1,887. I'd love you to be one of them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.